Good morning, Dave Snyder here. It is the very first day of August 2015. This is my month. Okay, so the other day, it was on the 30th, July 30th, I saved this beautiful pattern over the Bay of Bengal, I guess it is. India here, China here. And it's just a really nice looking pattern. I mean, it is sweet. So what I did is I just overlaid it basically over the Mare Oriental picture of the drawing of Mare Oriental Basin that I have overlaid here already, and it is just a really nice alignment. Oh my goodness, it is nice, very nice. Um, when you go through this image, you got to go through it a little bit. I mean, like you can see, like right here, see this pyramid shape right here. Watch as I fade it in and out. You can see that just kind of fall right into place there. And if you zoom in, you can see the circle, the crater circle. See the line here. I mean, what other reason it would be there, But there's the crater for it right there, Maunder crater, and of course the center of this basin or crater, whatever you want to call it, Mare Oriental, which is where is it? Where am I showing it to you at? In basically the Orient, basically all it covers the whole Orient. I mean, China's in there, Japan's over there, but I mean, it is a really nice fit. I mean, you can see the inside circle. Look at the pattern. Oh, look at that. And sometimes you'll get them to fit. They'll fit better, but this is a really nice alignment, I think. You got this up here, this little cloud hook right here, the way that it hooks right into that little spot, and everything else is pretty close to being right on in this picture. Um, yeah, you just have to check out the lines. You can see like this curve right here, sort of. Right there is like a curve. You see this clearing up, the clearing in the weather. I mean, it just fits here really nice. There's right there where that spot is. There's a crater right there for that one. See that? That usually is the case. There usually be some type of pattern where the craters are. Usually they'll trace right out, like this one here. Look, you can see this one right here. This is see it? It's right there. Either that or it's right there. It's one of those. It's this one. See it? I mean, those round circular patterns like that are there for a reason. I'm not saying it's a crater on the Earth. It's probably some kind of underwater volcano or or an island like it's showing. And then you see like this see this pattern that comes from the crater out this way, like a splash or whatever. And you see some pattern that similar. It's like you can see what they're doing to the patterns of the weather. They're making it so you can't really just easily do this any longer. I mean, it's never really been that easy. But yeah, they're changing shit as I've been noticing really that it's always kind of been that way. I just never really noticed it until they changed it to this white stuff, the white clouds. It used to be different colors. I was just used to that, I guess. And it did show the craters better than it does now, but still, you still see them. And you see this pattern where it comes down at the bottom of this Mare Oriental picture. This is a drawing of Mare Oriental reversed over the Earth, and it's from that. It's a NASA drawing. It's from them. They released it. So, and you can look at this little spot right here. You see this? Watch. It comes down to this point right here. You can see that. This is the Mayan calendar. This picture, Mayan calendar. So the Mayans seen this side of the moon, no doubt about that. The Mayans definitely seen this side of the moon. I'm sure other ancient people have seen this side of the moon. They've obviously seen the lunar South Pole. That's a for sure, because the Sphinx is the center of that. It is Stonehenge. It is the reason they built Stonehenge, because that lunar South Pole, Schrodinger crater, it's faced the Earth. Believe me, humans have seen it. I mean, it is a lot of things important to the ancient idiots, people that still, cling on to that ancient crap. I mean, now that we have a better understanding of it, you'd think that people would get past all that, but they still want to just believe like they did in the past, I guess. I mean, I try not to let anybody shape my beliefs. You know what I mean? I try to shape my own by just from what I see, and from what I've seen, the moon is is the key to figuring out what's going on with people, the Earth, which is really all you need. I mean, really, that's all you need. We don't need to look any further than what we got going on here on our own planet. If we can't fix that, we don't need to be fucking with anything else out in space or anything. What I mean, it's not gonna. If it hasn't helped yet, it's not gonna help. It's not. You know what I mean? They're not out there traveling in space like we wish they were. You know, trying to find other places, you know, to go. I mean, maybe they are doing that with telescopes, but they're not able to just cruise around and look for places. You know. So I don't know. I just try not to look into the universe and all that kind of. That's just a little too deep for me. I'm really more concerned about life on Earth and the Earth itself. You know what I mean? We can't even change. I mean, well, they're trying to. I mean, chemtrails and everything like that. They're trying to geoengineer it. You know. But anyways, I wanted to show you this pattern. It's a really nice pattern here. Goes in Mare Oriental very well. I'm sure it'll go with the lunar south pole too, probably. That's a nice fit there. And I've probably got better ones that I've done that I was trying to show over the last week or two, and I'm just going to kind of click through and see what I do have here, because I know I was making some videos about British Columbia. Let's just throw that in real quick. British Columbia, which I have up here somewhere. Schrodinger, right there. British Columbia. In one of my last videos, I pointed out that this is Columbia, this spot right here in the moon, or maybe the whole thing they thought was Columbia. I don't know. You know what I mean? But I think it's just this spot right here is the important spot to the ancient people, right? And this is the Sphinx, as I've shown before. This is the Sphinx right here, and this is Stonehenge as well. Yes, it is. This is the Sphinx for sure. This is the reason why the pharaohs wear the headdresses they wear with the cobra in the middle right here. This is the reason. Unless they were already wearing stuff like that and they just happened to notice this on the moon, because trust me, the moon. This is the Nile Nile Delta. Put that right there where the Nile Delta is, and it just all this fits Egypt beautifully. I haven't shown that yet. I tried to, but like I said, I had trouble with my encoder. I got it all. Hopefully, I got it going again. But here's British Columbia, and this is a pretty good fit. Even though you may not see it fit there very well, I'm pretty good at looking at these pictures now. And if you look into the details, you get like I just lined up this spot right here. That's the spot I lined up right there. Watch. See that crater? And I lined it up with that spot on the Earth right there. After I know these are the Columbia Mountains right here, right? Those are the Columbia Mountains, and this is British Columbia. Okay, well, everybody's got it. Seems like everybody has to have their little Columbia thing going. Anyways, you can see this from this corner, from this crater. You can see it kind of curved up this way. You can see that shape there that they're trying to hide. It's the whole eye shape. It looks like a wolf head right here, or something, or some kind of head with a nose and two eyes right here. Kind of, like I don't know, like an animal, bear, or whatever the hell. Anyways, I lined that up, and then after looking through the whole thing and checking it out, this is where Columbia ends up, and you can see there's some kind of like right here, this round spot right there, right at the top of this thing. There's like this round spot, and this is the Christ crown and Columbia and everything else. So, but it fits in there pretty good. You can see the difference in the land right here. There's like a feature there. Okay, getting past that, I'm looking through it, not aligning these two, this part together. I noticed this part in California or Oregon or wherever this is, this crater here. See this one right here? And I didn't align them. They just fell right into place like this, and that's what confirmed it for me, I think. I mean, I could see that right there. Look at this, or Oregon or wherever. California and Oregon. This round feature right here. And you can see it just fell right into that position beautifully. And it's the same texture, same shape. And then you can come next to it and you can see the other one right next to it pretty well too. This one right here, even though it's featureless in the moon image, you can see it has this little think, I don't know. You have to look through it. But just basically, if you're going to line this one up, you want to put that part of this crater right there over that spot right there, and then put this crater here with that spot there, and it should align pretty well. Um, like Craters of the Moon National Park is almost falls right inside there, but it's all of it's inside of this crater here, or the mountains there. You see. I mean, they don't call it Craters of the Moon National Park because it looks like it's from the moon. It's because the moon shapes everything on this planet. Apparently, I mean, you can see that. And I don't know how many times I've seen Schrodinger's pattern right here in this spot over the Earth. I mean, you can go back in time and find weather pattern, satellite images of the perfect circle spot here, and you can see where it goes down into Colorado all the time, right? So Columbia, British Columbia, that's their Columbia there. And then when I was working on that, I noticed something else as I was doing that. I was thinking, well, you know what? If Schrodinger hits right there, if it leaves its mark right there where that curve is, then this part right here must go down by South America and Chile, right? This curve right here, because I've seen South America's pattern all over the North America all the time. I mean, the weather pattern, it's the same shape as South America up here all the time. So I basically just took this area here, and I took it down here, and I've moved it a bunch of times apparently. But let's see where we're at here today. Okay, so I better just leave it and take a look at it first before I go moving it. There's reasons why I move things sometimes. Yeah, it's not aligned at the moment. Oh no, I know why I did that. Because of this shape. You see this spot right here in South America, this dark area right here. Okay, well that's right here in North America. Let me show you on the actual North American picture. That's this same shape right here. It's the same. This is the same area. It's basically this part of it right here. It's got the little point that comes up. See that right here. Now I'm going to move it now though. That's the same thing right there. Looks like a steak or something. So I'm going to move this back over here so you can see what I was talking about. And there we go. This curve goes right there with the Andes and Chile and all that right here. Like this. Put that curve in the same place. See that? And now I'm not saying it's perfect at the moment, but it goes in there somewhere just like that. And then what it did is I could see in this picture I just have the very tip of California, the valley of California, where it comes up to this tip right here. See this spot right here where the green is, and it comes up to that point right there. It has a little dot in the center there. Okay, well I see the tip of that like right here in this picture. Let me keep this here. Right there, I see the tip of the green there. So I decided I would bring up California because I looked down here and I could see, wow, it looks like California might go right here in this spot. See that little, you can see that shape of that point right there. See the point? And you can see the little dot in the center even. So I basically lined it there. And it fits there pretty good. You go through it, man, I'm telling you, you can go through it and you can find ancient rivers and everything. I mean, you can see, this is the reason why I say this is the biggest secret in gold mining. Because I guarantee these places were either created in the same place or they were over the top of each other somehow. Okay, and you got to figure if the moon did hit the Earth or it was real close, major, massive movement's going to take place. I mean, beyond anything you can imagine, almost. I mean, I have no problem imagining it myself. I can imagine it being pretty awesome. Anyways, you can see like here where Half Moon Bay is. You can see there's a kind of shape there for that, and I didn't line that up. That just falls in place there. That big curve. And you can go through it and check it out, but it looks like it was either, like I said, created in the same place or they were together over the top, something like that. You can even see the curve down here where California is down here. See that right here, it's like this curve. It fits for really good. Anyways, I could keep going from that point and just keep on going, but things move and I start to get a little frustrated with how often things move, so I just try to just stop at a certain point, you know what I mean? I mean, the Great Lakes will go right in here as well, all kinds of things were either created in the same place or, like I said, over the top or whatever. I think it's like layers, and the layers move or something, like the plate moves off or something, and the hot spot is still where the plate moves off, and it creates another continent similar, like the same shape. I don't know. It gets confusing, but anyway, I wanted to show you the British Columbia thing and how it all comes together down here. And you will see South American weather up here. I've showed it in many videos with the angle, the South American angle right here. This angle will show itself in the northern hemisphere. Perfect in over North America. You'll see that angle up here all the time. Why would, I mean, it seems like it would be impossible for it to come from down here, the weather pattern, to come from down here and cross into the northern hemisphere and retain its same shape and then drift over North America. It would not be possible. So it's got to be that print right here. This mark is in the land up here somewhere in North America, and it is right here. You can see right here. There, it's right here somewhere up in this corner where I just showed you. Where the curve matches. And then you could put Yellowstone somewhere right down here, right there, probably where this spot is right here. That's probably a former. It probably shared a spot with Yellowstone at one time. I mean, or something like that. Figure it out. I don't know. When you figure it out, let me know. All right, everybody have a great weekend. I gotta get off my leg here. It's falling asleep. Have a good day.